DirectFix.com presents
the Motorola Droid Take Apart and Repair Directions.
Warning, this content is intended to be used for informational and entertainment purposes only. You're using these video directions and its content at your own risk. AX Microsolution Inc. makes no representation, warranties, or condition of any kind, express or implied. Following these directions on this video will void your warranty. You're performing this repair at your own risk. Be sure to visit us on the web at DirectFix.com for all your parts and accessory needs. At checkout, use coupon code YouTube for 5% off your first order.
Begin by removing the battery door and battery and any SD cards that might be in the unit. Using a case opener tool, there is a thin layer of plastic covering that's around the camera lens. That will need to be removed. There's a thin layer of plastic strip that needs to be removed, or runs along the top. There's a thin strip of copper that runs around the bottom of the battery. Remove that. With the plastic covers removed, you're now going to remove 8 T5 Torx screws that are holding the case together. With all the screws removed and using a case opener tool from DirectFix.com, you're going to pry the back case loose. You'll do this by running the case opener tool along the edges of the case to separate them. You're now going to remove the speaker module. Remove the 2 silver screws that are holding the motherboard down. You're now going to remove the 2 ribbon cables attached to the back of the motherboard. You're going to also remove the antenna cable that is on a connector. Pull up the cable carefully and you can pop the antenna connector off of the motherboard. With all those items removed, you'll now start to remove the motherboard. Careful, as there's still a ribbon cable attached to the bottom of the motherboard. You're now going to remove the ribbon cable that is attached to the bottom of the motherboard, which will free the motherboard. You're now going to remove the power button, volume button, and camera buttons. You're now going to release the ribbon cable attached at the bottom left corner. Using a case opener tool from DirectFix.com, you're going to release the top half of the case. Run the case opener tool around the edges to release it. With the slider in the open position, you're now going to remove 5 Phillips screws. Now slide the screen back, but keep pushing it just past the point where it should stop. The screws you just removed should let you do this. This will fully expose 5 more Phillips screws that will need to be removed. They're on the edge. Please remove those. You might have to move the slider a little bit to find the other screws. With all the screen screws removed, the frame holding the screen and touch panel should be almost falling apart. Carefully lift the keyboard and slider off of the screen. The screen will be connected with 1 ribbon cable. Release it and pull the screen out of the assembly.
Please be sure to click the link on the right side of the screen to take you to our website, directfix.com, for all your parts and accessory needs.